It's the year 2059. The world, under the oppressive rule of President Bob Chapek and the ruthless PLD Corporation, their latest scheme involving flooding the world with clones of the renowned actor Ed Harris, each programmed to serve their nefarious purposes. Enter Duncan Jones, a brute with brawn, but not much else going on upstairs, and Jake Yacovetta, a perpetually intoxicated chain smoker who has a knack for stumbling into trouble. Together, they were an unlikely duo on a mission to thwart Chapek's diabolical plan. It began one stormy night in New Neo Orlando, where Duncan and Jake found themselves holed up in a dingy bar, drowning their sorrows in cheap beer. Duncan flexed his muscles, knocking over a table as he boasted about his prowess in battle. Meanwhile, Jake slumped over the bar, took another drag of his cigarette, muttering about how the world had gone to hell under Chapek's rule. Suddenly, a holographic message flickered to life before them, revealing a plea for help from a resistance group seeking to topple Chapek's regime. With a drunken grin, Jake turned to Duncan, declaring, "Looks like we've got ourselves a mission, big guy." Duncan grunted in agreement, his eyes gleaming with a hint of excitement. With newfound purpose, they stumbled onto the rainy night, ready to take on whatever challenges awaited them. But little did they know, their journey was just beginning, and the dangers ahead would test their wits and strength in the ways they never imagined. As they stepped into the neon-lit streets, a shadowy figure watched from their shadows, their intentions unclear. And with that, the adventures of Duncan Idaho and Jake Yacovetta was underway, with a cliffhanger looming on the horizon, promising twists and turns before their wildest dreams.
So
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
For roping. I like that.
You're a jabroni.
Go ahead.
So, typically I have time to edit if I'd use ChatGPT. Usually I edit it a little bit. I told it to have a cliffhanger ending, and it's like, with a cliffhanger looming on the horizon. You didn't understand what I meant. But
so this supposed to replace everybody.
So coming up with the idea, I actually had a much better idea, or coming up with the premise, and so I'm not going to reveal that yet, but I might begin to work on a little something similar that I'm going to write, not ChatGPT.
Okay.
Because
I feel like Jake Yacovetta in Orlando, it never ends well.
No.
No, it's never a victory. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night. It's What the Show. My name is AJ Lancaster. I'm one of our co-hosts. And I just realized, have you ever seen the Hawaiian Punch guy in color? It's really unsettling.
That logo seems to have either it's changed or I haven't seen it in color. But yeah, that is kind of unsettling. You are correct. So what's going on? We've got Solo Deacon tonight. Bethany at the last minute found out she had to go into work a little bit early tomorrow, so she's turned in a little bit early. So I'm going to be manning the ship tonight. I'm so sorry for everybody here because Bethany usually keeps us on track better than anybody else. So we might go completely off the rails tonight.
we do know, though, that the villain of this movie or show or whatever it would be, the villain. Wait, did that get removed?
Huh.
I have to re-upload. Not him.
The reindeer.
Hang on. I'm gonna have to re-find it. Never mind.
Okay.
Who are you looking for?
I'm gonna re-upload it if I can find. I can't even find it. Never mind. I was looking for that when we did that AI PLD.
Oh my god, we haven't had that in a while, but yes, that would have been fantastic. Oh, AI PLD, that was nightmare inducing. Just like absolutely nightmare inducing. God, but the one with him as Krang, that I think it was the very first one you uploaded. That was nightmare fuel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Genuinely cursed. But how did AI PLD not result in plaid?
Ooh, Spaceballs once gone plaid.
Oh.
Baseball. Why don't they make more movies like that? So I decided to throw a grenade tonight.
Oh. Hi, grenade.
What's up, boys?
Hello.
I figured I crashed their show last night. I let them come on tonight.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was super excited when you invited me to join, but I completely forgot until you sent that Twitter message. Like, oh shit, I'm gonna be on.
This is completely unadvertised. They didn't know. No, the only person who knew was Bethany, who I told once I found out she wasn't doing the show. So nobody else knew this but me. But yeah, Nat's going to join us tonight.
Cool.
Nat's the perfect chaotic person to join this stream. So absolutely, we pretty much determined last night that what the show and call to action are basically the same show at this point. There's very very little different.
We're two sides of the same coin for sure.
Two sides.
Yeah, exactly. How you doing, buddy? A long time no see.
Good. It's good to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Oh yeah. Great to be here. Do we have to do the Streamlabs or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Did we get anything from yesterday?
We did
I
not.
don't think so. But all the Streamlabs are going to the CC Alliance, which is the Colorectal Cancel Alliance, in honor of our friend Kevin Smets. Tonight being the last stream we're going to do in February. It's the last night we'll be doing that. So any and all donations that come through this month will go to that. And if you have any recommendations or know of any good causes for March, let us know, because we have not finalized that yet either.
Yeah.
So let us know in the chat. Let us know on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, LiveJournal. You let us know what you think, and we'll take any good suggestions into account.
No TikTok.
No TikTok. We don't do TikTok.
No.
Unless you want to do TikTok.
I don't want to do.
I don't even have TikTok.
Bethany
I do
started
not have it
using
on my
TikTok, and I haven't been so terrified as the first time I walked into a Starbucks and tried to order like a regular coffee. That did not end well.
Yeah.
So AJ, you said you had some fun facts about a Hawaiian Punch.
Oh, it was just the unsettling mascot.
The mascot? Yeah.
It's empty now, but just okay.
So it's https://angel.fire.com/WTS4536/.com.html. If anybody remembers that, more power to you. Maybe we should put that on a t-shirt.
Get Angel Fire web logo designs.
Yeah.
I looked it up the other day. It's still you can still get domain names through Lycos. We could set up a website.
Angel Fire was such a weird thing because it was easy to use if you knew HTML, but the web addresses were such a pain in the fucking ass.
I had my HTML for Dummies book on this side of the computer and ran a tabletop role-playing server message board. for sure.
Nice.
Kept the character sheets updated like on the website. So
Did any of you ever use like if you had like back in those days an Angel Fire website or one of those CJB.net redirected you so you could change your address to what like we could have done whattheshow.cjb.net and it would go right to the Angel Fire page if anybody remembers that.
I think I might have had an Angel Fire for like my RuneScape clan, like way back in the day. I might have used it for that. This brings back memories.
The one I remember doing, and this is I'm probably the only one who knows this. There was a website called Real Ultimate Power, which was all about this guy's obsessions with ninjas. And there was so many parody sites about this website that I made a couple of them about like friends of mine and stuff like that. Real Ultimate Power was I forget what the guy's name was, but the whole thing was just him and how much he loved ninjas. It was the most ridiculous thing in the world. Not as. Oh, we're gonna bring this up now. Bethany's not here for this, but I brought this up in the chat. And Nat, I don't know if you're familiar with this. Is anybody here familiar with the Blood Ninja saga? Okay, so this is going back to the 90s. In AOL chat rooms, they would have like the private chat rooms and stuff like that you can make, and some of them were like sex chat rooms, like hookup chat rooms. And this guy named Blood Ninja would infiltrate these chat rooms and go into private DMs and stuff with unsuspecting ladies and have the most glorious chats. I'm gonna pull it up right now. You guys have a conversation for a sec. I'm going to reenact a Blood Ninja for you.
Oh man, I was
Okay.
already
Looking to see if I can make my own Angel Fire website right now.
Yes.
This is last I looked, it's still redirected you to like us, but you can still do it.
Okay, so I have our first instance of Blood Ninja. So there's two characters here. There's Blood Ninja, and he is chatting with Britney Spears 14. Okay, so remember this is like a they're
14 should be a red flag.
So Blood Ninja, baby, I've been having a tough night, so treat me nice, aight? And Britney Spears 14, aight. Blood Ninja, slip out of those pants, baby, yeah. Britney Spears 14, I slip out of my pants just for you, Blood Ninja. Blood Ninja, oh yeah, aight. I put on my robe and wizard hat. Britney Spears 14, oh, I like to play dress up. Blood Ninja, me too, baby. Britney Spears 14, I kiss you softly on your chest. Blood Ninja, I cast level 3 eroticism. You turn into a real beautiful woman. Britney Spears 14. Hey, Blood Ninja, I meditate to regain my mana before casting level 8 Penis of the Infinite. Britney Spears 14. Funny, I still don't see it. Blood Ninja, I spend my mana reserves to cast Mighty of the Beyondness. Britney Spears 14. You are the worst cyber partner ever. This is ridiculous. Blood Ninja, don't fuck with me, biznitch. I'm the mightiest sorcerer of the lands. I steal your soul and cast lightning level 1 million. Your body explodes into a fine bloody mist because you are only a level 2 druid. Britney Spears 14. Don't ever message me again, you piece. Blood Ninja. Robots are trying to kill my brain, but lightning shield inflicts DOA, leaving the robots as flaming piles of metal. King Arthur congratulates me for destroying Dr. Robotnik's evil army of robot socialist republics. The Cold War ends. Reagan steals my accomplishments and makes like it was him. It was because of him. You still there, baby? I think it's getting hard now.
Like it gets better. Real Ultimate Power.
Oh yeah,
still exists.
Yeah, Real Ultimate Power was the best.
You ready for this? Are you ready to get pumped? Click yes.
Get pumped.
Yes. Click no if you're a little baby. Just clicked yes. Let's go.
I have not looked at the Real Ultimate Power website in like. So you remember the guy I was telling you all the stories about, the one who became the HR specialist?
Yeah.
I made a parody Real Ultimate Power page about his antics. I wish I knew the address. If I knew the address, I'd pull that up. My God, it's funny.
Oh, it's not
I'll do a quick
loading
little
here.
Just
It's loading on
turning.
mobile. Oh damn, that's disappointing. It was loading on mobile. Now I'm looking at my own face. Twisted to the
Yep.
side.
So I'm gonna see if I can.
There we go.
Well, that was a
Freaked
fail.
out for a second there.
Welcome to Wednesday night, where we have no agenda, and you're going to hear things like Blood Ninja tonight.
Yeah,
So,
and start to look at Real Ultimate Power. I guess. Oops.
that's
sorry.
what I call real ultimate power. So, let me see if I can find another. I know Blood Ninja got back with. Okay, here we go. So this one, Britney Spears 14 is back. However, she is chatting with Eminem BN this time. So Eminem Blood Ninja, she doesn't realize it right away. So Britney Spears 14. Okay, are you ready? Eminem BNGA. I'm ready. Britney Spears 14. I like your music, M. Teehee. Eminem BNGA. Yeah, I make it for the ladies. Britney Spears 14. We like it a lot. Let me show you. I take off your pants slowly and massage your muscular physique. Eminem Blood Ninja. Oh, I like that, baby. I put on my Robin Wizard hat. Britney Spears 14. What the fuck? I told you not to message me again. Eminem Blood Ninja. Oh, shit. Britney Spears 14. I swear if you do it to me one more time, I'm going to report your ISP and say you were sending me kitty porn, you fuck up. Eminem Blood Ninja. Oh, shit. Damn, I got to write down your names or something.
What?
That's incredible.
Blood Ninja. You know, obviously, me being the old fart that I am, like when I was in college and stuff, my buddies and I would just get drunk and reenact. Like we'd take parts. We'd have like printouts of it that we printed. And somebody would play Blood Ninja, and somebody would read the part of the girl terrorizing. Funny follow up to that. There was one year. This is probably probably about like 15-ish years ago. Buddy of mine's having a Halloween party, and I completely forgot to come up with a costume. So I literally went and bought a wizard hat and showed up in like I had jeans on and stuff, but I just showed up in my bathrobe and a wizard hat and just told everybody I was Blood Ninja. So it was just a glorified excuse all night to tell this to pull up the website and tell the story again.
Blood Ninja.
I wonder if Blood Ninja was named Paul Denuzio. Like if we found that ISP, if that's who that really was.
Trace is back. He's doing unironically back in the day. Oh, we just. I don't know, the younger generation. I try not to dog on them too much, but they can't ship post quite like we did.
Yeah. Well, and you got to remember, like back in those days, in the AOL days, it was all chat rooms, like message board. This is like before message boards were really even a big thing. And then, so this guy had to do this, and somehow I'm assuming he had to screenshot them all and save them all, but through private chats on AOL went viral before viral was a thing.
Yeah, that's. Oh. It was actually, I just got done playing a game. It's called Hypnospace Outlaw, and it was literally just like it was like a mystery thriller, but you were clicking through like 90s web pages as like a web administrator. It was really cool. And it's just like the old internet. Why do I like? How did I forget all this? That kind of thing.
It was so different in the how many of you use dial-up? Like I know I'm older than all of you, but so, like loading what I just loaded the Blood Ninja page, which is just text, that would have taken like 3 minutes. like on dial-up to load that website.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get off the internet.
Yeah,
I
then
need
someone would
use
have to
the
get on the phone. You got to start all over again.
Right, exactly. I remember trying to download not even like full songs, like 10-second audio clips would take 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
God forbid you
Good
were
old
trying
days.
to do like something of substance, like get a full song or something on dial-up. Oh my lord, what would that take? That would take a 5-minute song. That would take what, 5 hours?
Yeah, hours. What a time.
Yeah. Oh, downloading a song when that became a thing. It's still on dial up, and it's like, oh yeah, 45 minutes you like download a free song
Right.
on Napster. And it's all Crawling in the Dark by Green Day.
Nothing was labeled right back then.
Okay,
I look at the younger, like I have a couple of nieces and nephews who vary in age, but like my oldest niece just went to college, and like just some of the stuff, even she being the oldest one, I'm like, holy crap, you don't know the majority of this stuff. Like she was born in 2005. I'm like, holy crap, the things you don't know, and this is like stuff that for us was like, just second nature.
Right.
There was this clip of somebody who bought a house and went up to the modem or the phone line and like recorded. Was like, what is this? And somebody in the comments said, I think that's a phone charger from the 80s.
Wow. So there were no chargers, buddy. There was actual batteries. Like you had to put actual batteries in the phone.
That's what they thought a phone line was. A phone charger from the 80s.
So this made me think of something funny I used to do back in the day. I was such a creative little shit back in the day. So I learned one day, this is again 90s. I learned that the pager service had the first 3 numbers were the same. So whatever it was, say it was 521 or 34, whatever it was, the beginning of the pager service was the same. So what I would do if somebody pissed me off, I would just call about 25 different beepers and give them their phone number. So their phone would start ringing off the hook, and it would be, "Hi, why did you page me? Hi, why did you page me? Hi, why did you page me?"
That's
a barrage
fantastic.
of these phone calls.
Okay. So I'm going to pull up something from Hypnospace Outlaw and see, Mike, if this makes you like nostalgic for the old internet. Like, this is something that didn't exist. It was created for this game. You ready? This is so old internet.
Granny creams, hot butter ice cream. We take the hot butter, mix it with the ice cream, freeze it up, cool, you can see it on your screen. Put it in your microwave, make it real hot like a soup or a dip. We call it heat and sip. Very tasty and healthy too. Granny cream.
Let's go back to like some E-bomb shit and stuff like that.
Right.
Jeremy Miller in the chat. I just watched BlackBerry this week myself.
Newgrounds.
BlackBerry is a great movie for like basically this exact conversation we're having right now, going back through all the different technologies when it was new. Wow, like how excited we were to have that first little phone with a keyboard. Like just thinking about that right now, and then how spectacularly they fucked up when they tried to make it the touchscreen one.
Yep.
Did any of you have a BlackBerry? I never did.
Yeah, I never did either.
I
went from I think a Razor and to like the one with the keyboard, but not it wasn't BlackBerry.
So I had a lot of the Motorola's. Like pretty much, I went through the progression of the Motorola's. I definitely had at least 2 Razors in there. And the thing
Yeah.
with those phones was they made the antennas so fucking weak that like I had to go get a replacement antenna like every other month because it would always break. So if you're trying to make a call, you had to pull it up, and it was so thin that you made the slightest move and it cracks.
I think.
Oh man, you the man now, dog. That's another throwback. You the man now, dog. You the man now, dog. One of my favorite ones from You the Man Now, Dog. Do you remember the movie? I think the name of the movie is Closer with Natalie Portman. So there was one on You the Man Now, Dog. That is like, where is Padme? Is she safe? Is from episode 3, and then his screen comes up and says, "Dude, you don't want to know," and then it cuts to the scene of her stripping from Closer.
Nice. Oh man, that was the.
And it ends with the no.
God, it was her and who. I can't remember who the guy was in the movie. Was it Clive Owen?
Clive Owen and Jude Law, and it was like 4 leads all billed like the same way, basically, side by side. I'm forgetting who the other girl was.
It was Julia Roberts.
What it was?
Yeah, just looked it up.
Wow, it's been
Julia
a long
Roberts,
time.
Now I paid him Clive Owen. Yeah.
My memory got jogged with the movie because of You the Man Now Dog, because I remember that little meme very well. But yeah, they Closer. That was a weird movie. Closer was a oddball movie.
I just remember the Damien Rice song on the soundtrack. Sad emo boy.
Excuse me. So, I know I heard that will you both have seen on UNET as well? Are you all going to see Dune 2 this weekend?
Yeah, I'm seeing Dune 2 tomorrow.
Tuesday. Yeah, next Tuesday.
We'll see when I see it. You know,
Are
me
you
and long
buying a
movies.
popcorn bucket?
Oh yeah, what's the yeah? You guys were talking about that yesterday.
Have you not seen that Skit Juice?
No.
Well, once we're off air, we'll watch it with you together to see you react to that, because we will get immediately copyright striked if we try to play SNL.
Even though it's a joke that they
Oh.
ripped off from Twitter, just saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna fuck that bucket."
Yeah.
If I had a whole
That
stack
bucket
of those buckets like right behind me, would you be surprised?
We went to, I guess it was like 2 or
Yeah,
3
I know what
weeks
you're
ago,
talking about now.
and I saw they had them at our theater already, and not that I ever wanted to buy it, but it was like 2 days after that skit aired on SNL. I'm like, should we just buy it and put it on eBay? But I looked it up. I'm far from the only person who had that idea, so they don't sell for very much.
Yeah, that's one of those things. If the meme stands the test of time, will be worth the investment. But
Right.
oh, but yeah, I don't know. I mentioned last night. I love the story of Dune. It's great sci-fi, but I've had it with 3 hours in a movie theater.
I'm
Long
getting
movies,
to
I
that
just
point too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm okay if there is a movie that 100% justifies the 3 hour
Yeah.
runtime, but it seems like so many of these movies are stretching. Like, I'm like, I could cut that out. I could cut that out. I could cut that out and have this under 2 hours. Like, one of the most exciting movies I watched last year was Ninja Turtles. I'm like, this is 80 minutes and it's perfect. Like,
That's a sweet spot. Like it's around 80, 90 minutes. That's like
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
I think between 80 and 100 is the sweet spot for most movies. There were only a handful, I think, that I saw last year that went past 2 hours that I'm like, okay, that was justified. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck was Little Mermaid 2 hours and 15 minutes for? Like, why?
Was it really that long? I completely forgot that movie was that long. That it makes sense.
Yeah.
I felt like it. Like,
And
I
the
mean, Killers of the
original-
Flower Moon, I love it, but like it's like it doesn't need to be 3 hours.
Right. Exactly.
The original Little Mermaid, under 90 minutes.
I want to say the original is like might be under 80.
It's
Like most of those classic Disney movies, like if you're going before Lion King is actually, if I remember correctly, Lion King was one of the longer ones of the traditional animated movies
Right.
before they went completely digital. But most of those movies are under 80. Some of them are in the 60s.
83 for Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a later one. Like that was a later Disney animated movie. Like
Yeah. So the 90s, they got I think Lion King is the longest of those ones, but that was like the first time that they really started pushing the hour and a half. They were like, you can get through those movies quick if you go on Disney Plus. You could, if you have 6 hours to kill, you could watch 5 movies.
oh.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, that's just barely over an hour, if I'm not mistaken.
What was it again, sir?
Snow White.
Snow White? Probably.
Yeah, that's not long.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little over an hour. Yeah.
And everybody get your drinks ready. Yeah. When I worked at the movie theater, the Piglet movie was, I think with trailers, and this is the time when we had the commercials that were actual film. I don't even think it went 75 minutes with trailers and the commercials attached to it. That was the smallest print that we had, period. And I mentioned one time Walking Tall with The Rock was also a tiny print. For whatever reason, that was a shockingly short movie too.
Oh, another tangent. Okay. All over the place tonight. So, yeah, this game I'm looking forward to. 150 gigabytes to download it. Like, most places have a terabyte of downloads, like, for your month for your internet plan. So I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this game, right? I'm gonna go ahead and pre-order it. I'm gonna just go ahead, like, it comes out tomorrow. My next day off is Wednesday, so I'll go and pick up my pre-order on Wednesday. It'll be fine. GameStop, you suck. Because if you pre-order something, you have 48 hours to pick it up. Like you can pay something off in full. You have 48 hours or it's gone. I work the entire operating hours of GameStop every day between now and Wednesday.
It's crazy how different everything is with pre-orders and stuff on video games and things like that these days.
Mm-hmm.
Like it used to be, if you even had, you didn't even have to pre-order most games. Like consoles, you did. Like I remember getting a Nintendo 64. I got super fortunate. My mother, for the longest time when I was a kid, managed toy stores. By that point, she wasn't, but one of her friends who was still a manager at a KB Toys called her up just for chit chat, and she's like, "Oh yeah, my son's looking for a Nintendo 64." She's like, "You're not going to believe this, but we found one in the back today that we forgot to put on the shelf." So like 2 weeks after the system launched, when you could not find them anywhere, I got my hands on one of them.
Nice. You know, I haven't been really pre-ordering games anymore. I try like trying my best to like support physical media, but like it's just so much easier just to like go on the PSN shop or whatever and just download it. So I have my eyes on Final Fantasy VII. I've never played the original or the remake, but it's like getting amazing reviews. So I was like, I gotta check this out.
Yeah, I mean, a long, complicated has basically the amount of lore as the Star Wars films in one video game. Not the whole Final Fantasy series, just 7.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that, yeah, I'm super excited that they're remaking this thing for my child at 150 gigabytes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm excited. They're doing the in a couple weeks the new versions of the old Star Wars Battlefront games.
Oh yeah, they're re-releasing them,
Whatever
yeah.
re-releasing with the new like kind of online servers. So those were the big Star Wars games that we played, and it doesn't work with my friends to play online. So that's probably the last game I pre-ordered since maybe Spider-Man for PS4. I pre-ordered a game that's almost 20 and over 20 years old, technically.
Oh.
But
All right, so here we go. Blood Ninja. Want a cyber?
Oh boy.
Mommy
Want a
Melissa.
Okay, whenever somebody mentions cybersecurity, I hear cyber, and that word just makes me giggle.
Right? Okay, so Mommy Melissa, sure. You into vegetables? Blood Ninja. What? Like gardening and shit? Mommy Melissa. Yeah, something like that. Blood Ninja. Nothing turns me on more. Check this out. You bend over to harvest your radishes. Mommy Melissa. Is that it? Blood Ninja. You water your tomato patch. Are you ready for my fresh produce? Mommy Melissa. I was thinking of like sexual acts involving vegetables. Can you make it a little more sexy for me? Pause. Blood Ninja. I touch you on your lettuce. You massage my spinach. Sexily. Blood Ninja. I ride your buttocks like they were amber waves of grains. Mommy Melissa. Grain doesn't really turn me on. I was thinking more along the lines of carrots and zucchinis. Blood Ninja. My zucchinis caress your carrots. Blood Ninja. Damn, baby, you're right. This shit is hot. Mommy Melissa. ... Blood Ninja. My turnips listen for the soft cry of your love. My insides turn to celery as I unleash my warm and sticky cauliflower of love.
See, this is what we're missing with AI.
Mommy Melissa. What the fuck is this? Mad Libs? I'm out of here. Blood Ninja. Yeah. I already unleashed my cauliflower all over your olives and up in your eyes. Now you can't see, bitch.
Broccoli in the chat, yo.
yeah, this is the second time I've attempted to like do some kind of funny story through the AI, and all the funny parts come from the stuff that like I prompted it to do.
Right.
So it's like I think that was my last. I'm like, man, I could just. The problem is it takes a lot of time. Like I didn't have time to like sit down and write a little short story, but yeah, like it gets you going. It's good for just like
gets you going like vegetables or
like a zucchini.
Zucchini and carrots and cauliflower.
But no, like it's good for getting like your brain, like if you're kind of having like a little bit of a rut, or you like, it helps you be able to like pull from something when you got nothing. But
well, in my example that I heard that was the one positive use case I could really see for AI was this guy talking about how he like in the process of writing a book, he fed the AI learning model just his book. It was the only thing for training data, and he said, this chapter right here, can you rewrite that chapter from this other character's perspective? So he used that for something he could read to understand his own characters better, or see if he did understand his character and needed to rewrite it.
that is interesting. Yeah.
Right?
For those of you in the chat, I'm going to give you a little gift. That's if you want to further explore the exploits of Blood Ninja, the link is in the chat right now. There is quite a bit there. There's a couple of them that if I had to read out loud, it would probably take me about 10 minutes. So have fun with this. You know, this is your homework for tonight, or your as I like to call them, night stories. So you can go ahead and follow the exploits and further adventures of Blood Ninja and his various aliases on back in the days of the AOL cybersex chats.
ASL in the chat, yo.
ASL, wow. I don't remember the last time I heard that.
It's been ages.
Do you remember back with AOL profiles, like you can make your profile, and like one of the things it asked you was computer used, and everybody always just like shit posted in there.
Oh, setting up fucking lyrics from Hybrid Theory is my away message.
Oh yeah. When I was in college, I took my my voicemail box, and I took the clip from Mallrats of Willem telling the kids there is no Easter Bunny. You know what? There is no Easter Bunny over there. That's just the guy in the suit. Beep. So I never said my name or anything. So if anybody ever called me, and the best is if I ever had like a professor or someone call me because they were caught so off guard by it.
Nice.
My advisor, would call me periodically and stuff because I actually was changing majors, and like every time she's like, "You get me every single time with that damn voicemail."
This is the thing. William Harold in the chat mentioned you don't have to do that just to Christian Harloff. Twitch is a big place.
Oh my god! Maybe Saul was Blood Ninja.
Yeah.
That seems like a Saul thing to do.
Now I'm tempted to like go into like bigger streamers with TTS and like spam just like at home with English quotes.
Yes. Nat, are you familiar with that Home with English?
No, I don't think I am. What is that?
Okay, so this guy Greg Thompson filmed the series of English as a second language training videos where you'd like use a verb in different tenses and that kind of thing, and you do these funny little skits. And it was something that was just like in one local public library that he made, and then the internet found these, and oh my god, they're glorious. They're fucking fantastic. Let's pull up an
fucking Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, they put up the Elder Scrolls music behind it, and let's see if we can get my favorite one.
So there for the longest time, this used to be like a continuous loop. Like somebody put them all together and made it like a movie, quote unquote. And you can still watch that, like as an individual video. But it used to be a stream. So we used to joke that was our Discord. So we would just like, we were like, if you want to meet us in the Discord, here's the link. And we would send people to that chat.
Just like 15 people who are always in this live stream chat didn't know who we were. And we just started talking during their shit. It was great. Let's do.
So the best thing was like, AJ introduced it to us all. We were on stream together one night, and then he pulls up another video. He pulls up the video again to see where it is, and we see William Harold chatting.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's like 20-second clips. Let's pull one up. Let's do the apple juice one.
The Hole is my favorite. The Hole's the best one.
The Hole is great.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking apple juice.
Have you ever drunk pear juice?
Yes, I drank pear juice last month.
Did you drink any apple juice last month too?
Yes, I drank some apple juice last month, but mostly I drank pear juice.
That's a whole sketch.
It's just
And it goes like the whole thing goes for over an hour. Like they edited like over an hour worth of his clips together, and there's 2 of them at the end that are like mini movies that are like 10 minutes each.
Oh wow!
Oh,
No, yeah, I have
yeah.
not heard about this. That's amazing.
Somebody went through and just digitized like these VHS type tapes that they found in a public library, and that's how this lives on today. Like they did an interview with him like 10, 15
Oh,
years
yeah.
ago and asked him to read quotes in his Greg Thompson voice, and one of them was, "Can I bum a cigarette?" It's fucking priceless.
It's like the only good image I found on Google Image.
And there was also "I must destroy you"
Yes.
in a robotic voice. It's like Greg Thompson is the next coming of the T1000.
Oh, internet nostalgia.
So we start our March Madness brackets next week with the villains bracket. Greg Thompson he was in it 2 years ago, I think, because he's eligible again this year, if I'm not mistaken, for Heroes. Greg Thompson got pretty far. Like we had 32 different challengers, because it's not just people. Some of them are entities, like just teams or corporation. Things anything can qualify for it. And he got to like the semifinals or the quarterfinals or something 2 years ago. Wound up losing out to Brother Lomas, Johnny Lawrence, and Hollywood's James Remar.
Yep. It's a 3-way win in a bracket that goes by multiples of 4.
Yeah. Because we all got so mad at the end because we're like, we don't want to vote any of these out. And I think it was Juice was like, do we want to just call all of them the winner? And we agreed.
Yeah.
But
impasse.
So we started the chaotic neutral, which like you and Dylan fit so like you are textbook chaotic neutrals. Like
They're
the
very
chaotic
much
neutral
chaotic
there.
neutral.
Yeah, just to fuck shit up. And you guys, like your no chill show is that is the definition of chaotic neutral.
That's exactly what we were going for. So thank you for picking that up. That is us.
It's fantastic.
The Brandon Hanna one is still one of the bright spots of the internet.
I love doing that. So Brandon Hanna actually said that he had a joke lined up that would have tore us to shreds, but he forgot what it was like in the middle of the episode. So I still don't know what it was, but apparently he had some ammo against us.
Well, and that's the thing with Brandon gets like weirdly shy at times. Like he's such a nice and outgoing dude, like in actuality. But there are moments that he gets like really like just like in his own shell, and he doesn't realize how funny or how much people like him. And
he's so funny.
But like, so the first, like we were talking about that we were all in LA. Like Brandon Hanna is like a little timid to come say hi to me. I'm like, why are you timid to come say hi to me?
Yeah, he was pretty quiet.
And Brandon Hanna is a fellow Mets fan, so like we've just bullshitted about the Mets and for years.
By the way, Brandon Hanna's had a YouTube short this week that had 960,000 views. It's almost a million.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's how I come across my feed, and it was all about calculating the physics of the truck that hit the bus that hit Regina George. It's a brilliant idea.
That is genius. Did
Yeah,
anyone else
hopefully-
see the musical movie, the Mean Girls musical?
Yes, I did see that.
Okay, Nat, see if you're with me on this.
Okay.
It's not good. First off, it's not good. But
well, yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. It's not a good movie, but I had fun with it. Like it was enjoyable for me.
I'll
It
give you that.
clearly
Like,
isn't
it's
anywhere as good as the original, or like I don't know anything about the musical, but like I didn't have a bad time.
From what I've heard, is that, like, they cut some of the musical numbers out, so it's like it was caught in limbo. It was like partially trying to be the movie, partially trying to be the musical, and kind of didn't hit its stride on either. But my thing that took me out of the movie for a minute, and I still to this day, when the girls all have their fight and he threatens to cancel the dance because he's like, we already paid the DJ. At the dance, there's a fucking band.
Mike
I didn't even
told
pick up
me
on that.
this.
That's a good point.
Mike told me this leaving the theater. Like he just straight into our group chat said this really pissed me off, and like I don't want to spoil. I was like, go ahead, just tell me. And then he told me, I was like, I'm never watching this movie.
I don't think you're missing out on much. It's fine.
It wasn't supposed to be theatrical. It was supposed to be a direct to Paramount Plus, and I think because of the strikes and the lack of content they had to put into theaters, that's probably contributed to them saying, "All right, let's go for it." And it made money, so honestly, from a business perspective, it was a smart move.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll stick with Dix the musical. That was an event that I've now lived through. There any good movie musicals in the last year?
I mean, Wonka was decent.
Oh yeah, I forgot the
Wonka
Wonka was a musical.
Yeah, like Wonka wasn't bad. I went into that movie with like I'd say very close to no expectations. I was like, whatever happens, and this is, and I enjoyed it for what it was. It's nothing that I'm gonna like vividly remember for the rest of my life, but it was fun.
Yeah, I thought it was a good time. I do think it's weird that movies kind of like shy away from like acknowledging their musicals and their trailers and everything, because it felt like they were trying to hide the fact that Wonka was a musical and Mean Girls was a musical. So because of that, nothing really comes to mind.
They're doing it again with Wicked. Wicked did not. I mean, and that one's even more egregious because Wicked started as a musical. Like, how are you trying to hide this one?
Right.
By the way, just the look of that movie, the CGI, the makeup, costume design, all of it, the volume of it all. God, that looks terrible.
I'll give that one a slight reprieve for this reason, is that I think they probably put that, that movie doesn't come out until the end of the year, so they might not be done. They kind of probably just did like an assembly of what can we put out to have in time for the Super Bowl. I think that's a case that it might look better by the time it comes out, because I think it's Thanksgiving release, so they've got some time to get that sorted out.
Yeah,
but the big move that they during the Super Bowl, obviously, I think they said it was 7 million for 30 seconds, but there are specific spots that are more, and that was the very first commercial that aired after the game kicked off. So they spent a shitload of money to get that out there.
Oh yeah, to look like that in front of everybody.
The largest television audience since the moon landing, if I remember correctly, is what they said it was.
So when I was looking up gifts for the Greg Thompson, it took me on a Google rabbit hole, and somehow I ended up on the Jay Leno page of the Family Guy wiki. But I just think it's cool that like Family Guy wiki has like all of the real people character, like cutscene people, and like all their appearances.
Trying to track Family Guy with how ADD that show is and how random the appearances are. Like, how many times has Jay Leno been on the show? Like, I'm sure
a ton.
Been on the air for 20-something years now.
Like, it looks like 15.
When was the last appearance of Jay Leno?
Yeah.
When was the last one? I'm gonna say 2011.
Oh, it's got to be more recent than that.
2015.
2015?
I believe. Oh wait! Oh shoot!
Well, while you're looking that up, my favorite random Family Guy moment of all time is the Tony Robbins joke. It's early. It's like the first 2 or 3 seasons, and Lois is like, this better not involve anything. This better not involve Tony Roberts. And Peter's like, well, I learned my lesson. It cuts to him going to a book signing. And he's like, here, Mr. Robbins, can you sign this book? And then Tony Robbins says, Tony Robbins hungry. And then just steps up and like gobbles Peter.
So the last
mine is still James Woods.
Oh, James Woods is good too.
Oh yeah. So the last Leno, like the time Leno like actually did his own voice was in 2016.
Okay.
But the last time the Jay Leno show was mentioned on Family Guy was in 2022.
Wow. Jay Leno, like, man, going back, thinking about that whatever 3-4 months at NBC with the whole Conan incident and everything, man, I was so hardcore Team Conan at that point. Like, when he got fucked over, though, his last week on the Tonight Show is some of the best unhinged late night you'll ever see because he did not give a shit. And he
what
just
are they going to do? Fire him?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He threw anything and everything, but then he had like the his send off was he got together and played Freebird, and Will Ferrell came out and played the cowbell. Like that was how he ended the series, which was pretty cool. And Conan got on guitar and everything. And his last episode was surprisingly not cynical, but Tom Hanks was on it as his last because it's traditional if they are able to that if they start a show and have an end date, they try to do the first guest and the last guest being the same person. And
but
so
it was like 3 weeks apart.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was not long. So Tom Hanks comes on stage and he's got two rocks glasses and it looks like they're scotch. And Conan's like, "What? I'm gonna drink on the job." He's like, "Here you go." And he's like, "Is this cream soda?"
Man after my own heart. God, cream soda is so good.
I love cream soda. I'm a fan. We mentioned that in the soda bracket. I'm a fan of cream soda.
My favorite joke that Conan did during that time was still, it was always my dream to host the Tonight Show as a kid for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think it was about 3 months. He had it for a little while there, but I've been to Jimmy Fallon tapings a couple times. I had tickets to Conan when he was still on late night, when he was in the 12:30 time slot, and I was in the fucking hospital the day of it, so I did not get to go. It's something I'm like, oh, I really wish I could have seeing Conan, and that was when he was at his peak, was like towards the tail end of the late night. Conan was on fire when he was on the 12:30 night time slot. Fallon was weird because Fallon was so bad at the late time slot, and then they kind of harnessed the reins. And I'm not saying Fallon is fantastic, but him getting the Tonight Show, they kind of reined him in, and the show improved when he went to the Tonight Show. Usually it's the other way around. They're more fun when they're on the late time slot.
Yo, what did Jimmy Fallon do to get one of the most legendary hip hop groups of all time for a late night?
It's ridiculous.
that is the most.
I don't know, but it's crazy.
Because I've gone and I've seen them. I've seen one episode of Late Night and 2 episodes of Tonight Show. One was in New York and one was at Universal Studios. They filmed the show in real time, so like they time out the commercials and stuff. So literally, the Roots are there. The Roots usually do a song or two when they first walk out before they start filming, and the Roots literally have to work for an hour and 15 minutes a day on camera. Obviously they do rehearse. Like the one time I was there, they had Ann Wilson from Heart was there, so they played Barracuda with her. So they obviously they had to learn Barracuda and stuff like that. They have to do that. But the Roots, that is such a cherry gig. They are probably making more per day on that than they did touring. I'm sure. They don't have to. They don't have to travel. There's no wear and tear on them. They literally just show up about probably from. Because they filmed the Tonight Show around 5:00 in the afternoon, so they're probably in the building from like maybe 1 or 2 in the afternoon till about 6 or 7, and they don't have to lug their gear around. It's a cherry gig for them.
Yeah, it's just so weird because it's the Roots,
right?
You think that it'd wear off after a while for me, but
I am surprised. I agree with you, like that he's had them for as long as he's had them. Like he started on late night in 2008, I think, and they stayed with him the whole way. Like that's what 16 years ago.
How often do they do like new music and stuff?
I don't think they still record. They still tour. Like they will still play festivals and stuff like that, like a Bonnaroo or something like that. You might see the Roots at, but I don't think they do full blown tours anymore.
Huh.
They actually did play one of the Universal Studios concerts separate from when they were there with Fallon for that week. I did go see them. I stayed for a little over an hour. Like if you see them live and they're a headliner, they're kind of like the Grateful Dead, because like they turn what's on their albums like a 4 or 5 minute song into a 15-minute jam. So if you see a Roots headline show, you're in for a night.
It's like it's like a long-standing gig where like Wu-Tang is opening for Colin Jost.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
For roping. I like that. You're a jabroni.
Colin Jost is for the children.